Hello my friends, Ahsoka here. So today we're going to take a look at a bunch of different Flash action figures, a couple of Kid Flash action figures, and also a couple of Flash villains as well. Just sort of a Flash related video. This is kind of a sequel to my Batman and Superman videos where I just look at a bunch of figures in one setting. So I'm going to do that with the Flash today. Now I don't have as many Flash figures. Well, no, I do have a lot of Flash figures, but not compared to the amount of Batman and Superman figures I have. So this will be probably a shorter video. But yeah, let's get into it. So let's zoom out a little bit. So here are the figures we're looking at. I took them off the shelf. I had a lot of them displayed. Some of them are in plastic in the crates and so on. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So first, let's take a look at the DC Essentials Reverse Flash. So first of all, the stand I have is a custom stand. It's just a doll stand that I got from eBay, and I put a DC Comics sticker on it. So anyways, that's all that stand is. So, but here is the Reverse Flash, and I love the Reverse Flash. He's just such a great villain. I love the way he's portrayed on the TV show, and in the comics, and the Flashpoint Paradox. He's awesome in the cartoon. I love this character. So DC Essential did a great job with this figure. I know they use the same body type for all of these Essential figures. I don't care. I love DC Essentials from DC Collectibles. I think they're great figures, and I really love the paint scheme on this guy. You know, the detail. Look at this. You got the eyes in there, all with red. The yellow looks awesome. It's just an overall great figure, and it really complements the Flash figure. So that is the DC Collectibles DC Essentials Reverse Flash. And I think this guy's already gone up in price quite a bit. So if you can get a hold of him at a good price, I definitely recommend picking him up. All right. So what else do we got? Okay. So here is the Mattel Zoom figure based on the CW show. Now, the Zoom action figure from both Mattel and DC Collectibles is super expensive, and I don't really know why. I mean, it's a really cool figure, but man, the price on this was just crazy. I got this guy loose, so I don't know if it's because of the collect and connect piece that he comes with is why it's so expensive, or it's just because it's a really cool figure. But yeah, he's really expensive, and so is the DC Collectibles counterpart. So yeah, but anyways, this is an awesome figure. I love the paint scheme, the black and the silver. It's kind of hard to see, but the detail on the mask, that sort of this really creepy look, and the purple lightning. I think it's an awesome figure. But I wish I could also get the DC Collectibles version. Okay, here is the new 52 version of the Flash from DC Collectibles. This one came in the Superheroes vs. Supervillains 7-pack. I also have the regular version, of course, with just a flat matte red, but I really like this glossy red. Now, on my regular version, unfortunately, one of the ears got damaged when he fell off the shelf. So with any Flash figure, you always got to be very careful with the earpiece, because they tend to be very delicate and break very easily. I have another figure where this happened on, which is Heartbreak, which I'll show you in a minute. But I love the new 52 look. I think it's a beautiful figure. And yeah, they did a great job, and I love this repaint of it. So there you go. So let me show you this backside for those of you interested in the backside. Alright. Next we have the DC Direct Wally West Kid Flash figure. I forget exactly which series this comes from. Might just be the Teen Titan. Actually, I don't know. I forget which series it comes from, but it's from DC Direct. And this is just a really nice rendition of Wally West Kid Flash in his original costume. And he looks great. I mean, it's a great Wally West figure. I have another Wally West figure that I will show him next to kind of show how there's a nice progression there. Where is he? He's here somewhere. I'll show him later. But anyways, yeah, so they did a nice job. And this figure looks great with your other Teen Titans figures. Oh, here's Wally West. Okay, so here is a grown-up Wally West. This is from the Justice League or JLA line from DC Direct, and this is specifically a Wally West Flash figure. I think they did a great job of capturing this figure. You know, Wally West, when he was a Flash, and when they had Barry Allen as a Flash, a lot of times the figures look similar, so they wear very similar costumes. But this is a great Wally West costume. Specifically, the belt is very Wally West. So they did a great job of capturing him. He's, you know, the slender look of this figure. So this is a great Wally West as the Flash figure, an old school version of him anyways. Okay. Oh, and here's the new school version of him. So this is the latest version of Wally West in his new costume. And I dig this new costume. It looks, he's still the Flash, but it's enough of a departure from Barry Allen's costume to where it makes him look unique. I love that he doesn't have, you know, his hair shown, so it kind of captures that Kid Flash look. But of course he's older, and now he's got a new costume, so I really like what they did with this figure and this new costume. They've kind of already changed it with the latest storyline. He's sort of a different entity now, for those of you who have been reading Flash Forward, but they did a great job with this figure. I just love the design of it. I want to say this was designed by J&L Toys, at J&L Toys. He's a former Mattel designer who I highly recommend following, but this was probably one of his designs. But yeah, it's a great figure, and I love the logo, and yeah, it's one of my favorite Mattel figures actually, so well done Mattel. Alright, what do we got next? Okay, so here's another DC Collectibles figure. Let me take him off his stand. So this is the Greg Capullo Designer Series. This is the DC Collectibles Designer Series Greg Capullo Flash figure. So this is done in the style of Greg Capullo's artwork. I love all of the Greg Capullo figures. I just love the facial, the facial expression, the face design, the sculpt. There you go. It's just, I just love the way it looks. And the line work's awesome. The yellow and the red, it's a great figure. And I love the articulation on this guy. Look, he's got an ab crunch. For those of you who care about ab crunches, look, he's got an ab crunch. Isn't that great? Yeah. Alright. Moving along. Okay, so this is probably my favorite traditional Barry Allen figure. This is the Flashpoint Barry Allen figure. So this is the DC Direct Flashpoint Flash. And this is just an awesome classic yet modern styled Flash figure. So it's a classic costume, but made with obviously modern sensibilities, and I think this is a great, just traditional Flash figure. So I really like this figure quite a bit. And here's the sequel to that figure. This is the reverse Flash figure from DC Direct. This is the DC Direct Flashpoint reverse Flash figure. And man, the head sculpt on this is just exquisite. The way they designed the figure, the smug look on his face, that sort of, great figure. Look at this guy. He's awesome. So it's a great compliment to that Flash figure I just showed you. Alright, so this is a tragic figure. This is my New 50 DC Collectibles Teen Titans Kid Flash figure. I love this costume. This costume is a very New 52 looking costume. I love the kind of funky style of it. I think it's great. But the tragic thing about it is, look, one of the ears is gone. He took a tumble off the shelf, as many of you guys experienced, and his earpiece did not survive. And I couldn't get it glued back on properly. So, I mean, obviously when I display him like this. But still, it's a real tragedy that not a real tragedy, for God's sakes, it's an action figure. But you know what I mean. It's a real bummer that he lost one of his ears. But still, a really nice figure. It's a cool Bart Allen figure. And man, is Bart Allen even around in the Rebirth continuity? I think, oh yeah, he is. He's in the Young Justice from Brian Bendis. So yeah, he's still around. But yeah, it's a great figure. I love the New 52 line. Love it. Oh, so here's another one of my favorite figures, and I know I say I have a lot of favorite figures. What can I say? But I love this figure, and it's in the plastic, and my gloves are making it a little hard to get out. But this is the Mattel Multiverse, The Dark Knight Returns. Technically, Dark Knight Strikes Again. Barry Allen figure. I love this figure. I love the running shorts. This is such a funky figure, man. Look, he's got shorts on and funky shoes. I know a lot of people give this figure a lot of shit, but I love this figure. It's just so cool. I love the unique, like, he's wearing like a running suit, like a track suit, you know, and he's the Flash. So why would he not be wearing a track suit? So I think this is a great, awesome Frank Miller design, and they did an amazing job translating him into plastic. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this look and this figure. The guy was a Walgreens exclusive actually, but I don't think he's that hard to find, and I don't think he goes for that much, so definitely worth getting. Okay, here's another Flash figure. This is a Garrick Kingdom Come Flash figure. So this is a really neat figure. Actually, no, is this Jay Garrick or is it Barry Allen? Damn it, I forgot. I forget who he is in the comic books, but he's the Flash from Kingdom Come. The articulation is very limited on this. It's more like a statue, which I'm fine with. But it's a really cool, unique take on the Flash. If you read Kingdom Come, he pretty much is always moving. He never stops. And the costume is an obvious homage to Jay Garrick's costume, which I'll bring in this frame. So obviously you can see the similarities. They both have the wings on the helmet. And, you know, so you can tell how... I want to say it's Jay Garrick, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so it's a really cool figure. And there's Jay Garrick. And his helmet just flew off, which often happens, but I'll pretend like I planned that, so now you can see the full head sculpt. But yeah, this is the DC Direct JSA line, or Just Society line, Alex Ross. Jay Garrick, awesome figure, super detailed, super Alex Ross looking, and the helmet fell, and it's hard to get to, so we'll just have to move on with our lives, but it's a great figure. Okay, next we have the Mattel Multiverse Kid Flash Wally West figure. So it's such a weird thing, man. Like, they introduced this guy as Wally West, which I'm okay, you know, that's fine, I guess. But then they reintroduced the real Wally West back into the continuity. So there's literally two guys named Wally West who are the Flash. It's a little weird. I don't know why they didn't just give this guy, this character, just a new identity. Just call him something else and introduce him as the Kid Flash. I don't know why they had to, like, you know, use Wally West's name and then bring back Wally West, the original Wally West. It was really confusing. But anyways, I love this character in the comic book. I think he's a cool character. The name aside, he's a great character. I love the costume, and Mattel did an awesome job with the costume and bringing it to life. So yeah, it's a really cool figure. I love the character. And I think he still exists in the Rebirth continuity. So, I could be wrong. But anyways, it's a great figure. And it's a really cool character. The name, nitpick aside, it was just a weird way to, you know, transition the Wally West name. But, whatever. It is what it is. Okay. Next. Okay, so this figure is the Mattel Multiverse, the Flash figure from the 90s TV show, the, what's the gentleman's name? Oh, I forget the actor's name. Oh, John Wesley Shipp. That's right, that's his name. I love this TV show. I was around when it came out, so I'm old. So I got to watch it live, and man, back then, obviously, superhero shows were not in abundance, but it's a great show even today. If you go watch the pilot, I think it's really well done. I never got an action figure of this as a kid, but they never made one. I mean, it's crazy that 20 plus years later, they actually made a figure of this. And so, you know, it's awesome. It's a great time to be a geek, where they make a version of the old Flash TV series character. And I love this figure. They did a great job with it. The costume looks great. It's beefy, just like on the TV show. The head sculpt is on point. Mattel was really doing a great job near the end of their run with the license. So I'm glad we got this figure. And it came with that cool stand you see in the background as well. Okay, moving right along here. So the next one is the DC Icons Flash figure. This actually came with a cosmic treadmill that I forgot to pull out of the box, so I apologize. But yeah, this is a DC Icons Flash figure. It's alright. It's a cool figure. I mean, it's an Icons figure. It's not as cool as the DC Collectibles Greg Capullo one. I like the line work on that a little bit better. But, you know, this is a great figure. The articulation is great. It's a great Icons figure. So, yeah, it's a nice figure. Okay, so this is a figure that kind of bugs me a bit. Get it out of the plastic here. I'm doing it off camera, so you don't have to see me struggling with these little plastic bags. This is the Kingdom Come Flash figure. So what bugs me about this is that it's a beautiful figure, but man, it's very awkward to stand up. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really stand up well. You can't, you know, it's the way they sculpted it is like, it's a little too overly sculpted to where, you know, it doesn't really stand on its own. Like, yeah, it's a pain to stand. Oh, actually, look, of course, when I'm complaining about it, he gets to stand, but it's an awkward stand, though. Look at this. He's like, I don't know. It's just a weird stand. But other than that, it's a really awesome figure. I mean, I love the metallic paint scheme on it. Yeah, it's a great figure, but again, it's just a little awkwardly sculpted. Alright, so what do we got next here? So, the next one is the DC Essentials Flash figure from DC Collectibles. So, once again, I know DC Essentials use the same body type. I don't really care. This is a great figure. This is just a great Flash figure. Look at this guy. He looks awesome. The face sculpt is great. Costume's great. I'm more of a fan of the plain red costume without the yellow line work. I like the yellow line work a little bit, but I prefer the plain red. But anyway, it's a great figure, great articulation. Looks great with all your other Essentials figures. I think this guy's still easy to find, maybe, possibly. So yeah, it's a great figure. Okay, what do we got next? Alright, so here is the Mattel Justice League Ezra Miller Flash figure. They did a great job in this figure. It's a really nicely detailed figure. Looks just like the movie. I don't know why we never got a Henry Cavill figure that looked this great, but yeah, Mattel did a great job with this Flash figure. You know, Mattel was so hit or miss with their movie figures. The Flash looks great, Aquaman looks great, the Shazam looked awesome, but some of the other ones, they didn't look that great. But this one looks awesome, so I really love this Ezra Miller figure. I have a variant of this around here somewhere as well, so they made like one or two versions of this guy, or two versions. Alright, so we're nearing the end of our journey here, my friends. We got two more to look at. So the next one is the Mattel New 52 Flash figure. So his lightning bolts got a little disjointed, but it's a really nice figure. It's alright. Actually, this one came with that other Ezra Miller figure I was talking about, and that Ezra Miller figure had a alternate head with just the actor's face. So that's why I got that set. This figure that's okay. I mean, it's, you know, some nice Mattel figure. It's a new 52 version. Again, the line work, I don't like the line work on it. It just, I don't know. The Greg Capullo one looks way better than, that's the best version of this costume with the line work, I think. I'm not a fan of the line work, so, you know, it's okay. Alright, then finally, for our last Flash figure we're going to look at, this is the DC Collectibles Justice League animated Flash figure. So, I really love this figure. It's a great, I love the character on the show. I love all the DC animated figures from DC Collectibles. They did a great job with it. This was previously only available on the DC Universe store through the DC Universe app. But good news, these figures will all be available, all the Justice League figures will be available in the next few months, post-COVID-19, in your local comic book stores and online retailers. So now everyone will get a chance to buy this awesome figure. Alright, so that's about it. Those are all of my, well, I have a few more that I probably should have pulled out, but those are mostly all of my Flash figures. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this figure. We're going to leave you with a nice zoom in on this beautiful Flash backdrop there. Thanks again for watching this video. Feel free to like this video, comment on this video, and follow me on the various social media platforms that I'll post this video on. Thanks, and have a great day.